Hey there guys, this is Rina and you are watching MoneyWise. I want to cover the Finance Act that was signed into law by the President on the 21st of September 2018. And I want to specifically cover those things that affect us as individuals, your personal finances around that. And in particular, questions that have been asked by people who watched my videos. And thanks so much guys for asking those questions. So the first one I want to cover is, okay, so first of all, there's the VAT on fuel. I'm not even going to go over that. You guys know it's 8%. It was publicized so much and the MPs debated on it so much. The one I want to cover is on the National Housing Development Fund. So this is a fund that the president has set up to help, finance his goal of building 500,000 houses by 2022. And to that end, he has said that we all have to pay, as employees, 1.5% of our salary, gross salary. And our employers have to pay 1.5% of our salary to this fund by the 9th of every single month. So, it's a pain point, but we will not question why. We shall just try and understand and make sure that we keep them accountable so that that money gets used in the right ways. And for those of us who are in places of influence, if you're watching this video, I think it's important for us to constantly keep our government institutions accountable so that they do the things they're meant to do and this money gets used in the right means and sources. And so we obviously have to question in the right ways. So the other one that we have also no choice about is 20% tax, excise tax on financial services, and this covers financial institutions. So most of you would have received an SMS from either your SACCO or your bank that says, just to let you know that excise tax on all your transactions and fees on that transaction fees, in your account will go up from 10% to 20%. That's on all transaction fees. So that means, for example, if you have a ledger fee that you pay every single month that was 350 shillings, you were probably paying 35 bob before. Now it's now gone up to 70 bob, and so that fee has gone up. The other one that has gone up is voice and internet and mobile money. So for voice, you're now paying 15% for voice and internet. So data, if you have Wi-Fi at home or in the office, you're paying 15% tax on that. And then for mobile money transfers, whether that's Airtel or Equitel or M-Pesa, you're paying 12% excise tax, whereas before you were paying 10%. So a few things to say here, because we need to always find ways to reduce our costs, right? Reduce the costs on our financial services, and whatever services you're using, you want to put more money back into your pocket. So the first thing I will say is, for the financial institutions that you are banking with, I would suggest that you go to them, have a sit down with them and negotiate lower fees so that you're not paying higher because of these taxes, or waiver of some of the fees that they're charging you. There's certain fees that are charged every month, and these can be lowered, or you can negotiate for them to have a fee that covers everything that you're going to transact in 1 month. So that means, for example, if you have a current account and you have standing orders, you pay out checks, you have an ATM card, and you have other services, you need a banker's check, or you need to send money transfer to the US or to some other place, and all these add up, by the way, because you pay 1,000 here, you pay 1,500 here, 350 there, and it all adds up. What I would suggest to you is get your bank to give you a all-in-one tariff. And the all-in-one tariff works in a way that you pay that 900 bob, for example, and all your fees will be catered for within that 900 bob. So you can do as many standing orders as you like, as many banker's checks as you like, as many transfers as you like, but it's all gonna be contained within the 900 bob. I hope that makes sense. And I think you should, if you can, go to your bank, call them, email them, and negotiate for that to happen. The other thing that I would like to suggest is plan your mobile money transfers. I find, from my own usage, I have not paid this, I send with M-Pesa. I have not paid this, I send with M-Pesa. I know there's this other one. And then what I'll do, I'll pay from my bank to my M-Pesa, from my M-Pesa to, and the costs adds up. Like, I was looking at how much I'm spending on mobile money transfers, and it's insane. It doesn't even make sense. So I have personally decided I am actually going to reduce the amount of transfers that I'm doing and just pay cash, because it's have an all-in-one tariff. Just withdraw the money, put it in envelopes, imagine old-fashioned way, and just give guys cash, because it doesn't make sense how much money we are paying for transferring money. But for those of us who are far and it would mean getting onto a matatu to drive to pay 100 bob, then it makes sense to pay using mobile money transfer. So obviously this advice has to be taken based on the context that you're in, and you have to think through your situation, not just apply what I say. And so I think there's two things I want to share that I think I'm happy about with regards to this new Finance Act. And the first one is the fact that, by the way, they've provided clarity to enable us to just know that if for whatever reason you're unable to file your taxes by, say, the 30th of June, which is the deadline, you have 15 days. I think it's 30 days, sorry, for the annual taxes. It's 30 days. You have to write to the Commission of Domestic Taxes, say, I need an extension, please give me an extension, but you have to do it 30 days before. For the regular ones, the interim taxes that we pay, the monthly or the other ones, you have 15 days. And you can send a letter and say, I need an extension, and you will get an extension and be able to pay your taxes without a penalty. The other one that I'm so happy about is, by the way, before 1st July 2018, if you paid your taxes after June 30th, automatically penalty of 20,000 shillings. That has now changed. It's been reduced. Now, if for some reason you're not able to pay on time, the penalty is less. It's either 5%, whichever is higher, either 5% of the tax that is due, or 2,000 shillings, whichever of the two ends up being higher, which will end up being lower than the 20,000 shillings, hopefully, the 20,000 shillings that was being charged before. Because I felt like, if you're not paying that much tax, or maybe even filing nil returns, then you have to pay 20,000 and you are filing nil, like you didn't even have an income. So it makes sense for that to have been reduced, and I'm grateful for that to have happened. So guys, if you have worked out strategies on how you're managing your mobile money transfers, because we've gotten so used to it, it's difficult to let go of it, or maybe you have ideas on which internet service providers are providing you with data that is much, much cheaper, or you've succeeded in negotiating with your bank, please share your experiences with me. Put it in my comment section, or send me an email, sema@moneywise.co.ke, and I will be sure to come back to you and respond. If you have any questions, please do ask. So it's been a pleasure. I'm about to sign out, but before I do, I realize a lot of people out there ask me questions that are very, very similar, particularly with regard to saving and investing and where do I put my money and how does the stock market work. I have a great book out and it's called Money Wise, Create, Grow and Preserve Wealth. You can find this book at Textbook Center at Sarit. You can find it online on Amazon. It's on Kindle. And you can also call this number and you can order your copy and we'll deliver it wherever you are. 0707 633 433 to get your copy. Please subscribe because I have awesome content coming up. This is Rina Hicks and you are watching Money Wise.